Welcome to episode 1 of Mollywood. This build started with the stand. And why use a mechanic's tool chest, you ask? It was my husband's idea, and I'm trying not to suspect he had a little bit of an ulterior motive here. But it worked out great. It has drawers, it's all steel construction, rated for 700 pounds. I love it. So the stand is ready, and now it's time to get the tank ready. And yeah, maybe it's just me, but I found this to be hilarious. This sticker was on the back wall of the tank, and you just know that at some point someone must have tried to run the pump wrapped in bubble wrap. No leaks anywhere, so we can pump the water out and get it ready to bring inside. Many thanks to my brother-in-law and my husband for manhandling this thing inside. Yeah, I didn't realize until too late that my camera was recording upside down. But I'm pretty sure if I'd asked them to go outside and come back in again, I would have got a look. Once the tank was put on the stand, we realized it was not level.
Don't videotape our ass.
Move your hand for a second.
It was actually about 1/4 of an inch too low at the front.
I'm gonna hold this up.
So here they are, inserting washers on the bolts that hold the casters underneath the bottom of the stand to raise the front up just enough to get it level. And now it's time for some rocks. I ordered the Carib Sea Life Rock shapes because of how versatile they are in how they can be used. I also added roughly 5 pounds of Marco shelf rock. Once I decided what I was going to do, I added legs to everything so that there would be no large areas of rocks contacting the sand. To finish it off, I went with Marco 400 mortar because I knew it would get into tiny crevices and I had some complex things to join together. I have here my aquascaping tools to handle the cement. I have no clue if this is going to work. Got these things, my Betty Crocker aquascaping tools from the dollar store. Let's see what we got in here. Okay. My thinking was, if I can fill this up with the cement, then I can use this to put it exactly where I want it, in the quantities that I want. Because this stuff is messy when you work with it, like really messy. And nice wide mouth in this thing. And like I said, I have no clue if this is going to work. Right away, the stainless steel tip got blocked, so I had to remove that or nothing was going to flow. The putty I used to put the legs on was a fail. 3 out of the 4 broke off. So I thought this was a great opportunity to test out my new aquascaping tools with the cement. And of course I used CJ's cardboard template trick to make sure I was working within the correct space so that I wouldn't get any surprises when I went into the tank. So the cycle was finally started, and even though I didn't need it right away, I added a light. This is the Aquanite 029. Very cheap, under $100 Canadian, shipped and with taxes, but it gives pretty good coverage of the tank. I don't like that it's not controllable, except manually. Makes it a little bit inconvenient, but for the price, I'll deal with it for now until I can get a better light. After about 3 weeks, nitrates were 100, so I knew that it was time for the big water change, and that after that I would test again and it could possibly be ready for its inhabitants. I did several very large water changes, and to help things along more quickly, I used a Seachy My Mouse micro pump. That thing is amazing. It took the water from the tank down into my 2-gallon water jug in no time at all. But when the time came to put new water in the tank, I couldn't use the pump because the head pressure was not sufficient to push it up that high. So I ended up pouring the water in manually. Nitrate tests immediately after the water change showed somewhere between 2 and 5, so things were ready for the next step, which was seeding the tank with copepods. I got a seed pack from Canada Copepods and added those into the tank. I wanted to give them a good chance to establish themselves a little bit before putting in potential predators. Over the last week or so, I've been gradually adding livestock, corals, and fish. I haven't by any means added everything that I'm planning to because I don't want to go too quickly so as to overwhelm the biological filtration in here. I'm going to take it slow because after all, I have roughly 40 mollies that need to go in here. Luckily, many of them are very small, but I guess as time goes by, I'm going to be doing a lot more water changes because they're going to grow. So I hope you've enjoyed this journey. I've had a lot of fun putting this together, and I anticipate having a lot more fun with this system. I have videos coming up on equipment and on a couple of other little touches and projects that I've done for this tank. Thanks so much for watching. As always, I really do appreciate it.